guesses stealing these earrings. And like, I was literally so pissed off. I was like, hey guys, it's she. I'm back today with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how we created this lovely little table that we're going to be reselling on Facebook Marketplace. So I definitely wanted to start. Hello, Oreo. Hi, people. Anytime you see me, just know that my mom is here to show you how to make some money. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, hopefully that stays on the wall. Basically, I bought like a $20 dresser from this guy in Norfolk. He was super cute, and he was like, the only reason why I decided to sell you the dresser was because I saw that you went to Norfolk State University. And he was like, I am the baseball coach there, but unfortunately I'm going to be like relocating back to Georgia because of COVID or whatever. So it just brought me back to like my good old college days. I'm gonna be telling you a story time about how I basically lost all of my friends my first year in college, and it was due to one of my so-called friends stealing my roommate's earrings. Gotta love those good old college dorm days. Okay guys, so here is my lovely free table, and so I wasn't initially going to record a video, so as you can see it's already kind of been painted. I use this Zinsser Bullseyes 123 primer. It's wonderful. I didn't use to prime pieces of furniture, but I started doing it because what I noticed is that I would get to the end of a project, put the top coat on, and then I would start to have this ugly like yellow brownish bleed through. So by applying primer to the project before I start, it prevents any of the wood tannins from coming through. So guys, my first year in college, I quickly realized that I did not want to have a roommate, okay? So the girl that was my roommate, we had just kind of became friends in high school, like towards the end of high school, we became friends. And so we decided that we were gonna share a room together, you know, which I thought initially would be a great idea. But I think when you're selecting a roommate in college, you kind of should either do like the draw basis, just let them randomly put you in a room with somebody. That way you could potentially like develop a new friend, or if you have a friend that you're super close with, you know their habits, you guys are on the same page about studying and etc., then that's the roommate that you want to choose. But unfortunately, hindsight is a little biased, and that's not what I did.
So guys, I only primed the top of the table because the base will be painted with a different color. Whenever you're using white paint, it's very important to prime the piece so that when you go to put the top coat on, those yellow stains from the wood don't start coming through. So the paint that I'm using today is a custom chalk blend that I make myself. I like to use Valspar's paint from Lowe's, and then I also use Behr from Home Depot in the color French Canvas, which is made by a company called Kills. I know it's a lot, but I also mix that with water and also chalk powder that I purchased from Amazon. If you want to buy the chalk powder so that you can make your own chalk paint, the link is down in the description box. And also, if you guys would like me to make a video exclusively showing you how I make my own chalk paint, leave some comments down below and maybe I might make a video showing you how to do it. I wanted this table to have some contrast, so the bottom I'm painting in this blue. Forgive me, I don't know what color it is because I actually just mixed a couple of different paints to create this blue. But I thought it would just be a really pretty combination. With darker color paints, you typically don't need to prime because you don't get the same bleed through as with lighter colors. So that's why I didn't bother to prime the bottom of the table. Also, it's going to be distressed, so I wanted some of that original wood color to come through once I use the sander.
So I don't have anything bad to say about my roommate. Overall, she was a very good roommate because I definitely used to always steal her snacks, and she never said anything about it. I'm talking about, like, I was a snack monster. I don't know why I didn't just buy my own snacks, but like I used to just eat her snacks, okay? So eventually she got to the point where she's like, I'm not gonna tell her I don't want her to eat my snacks anymore. I'm just gonna lock the snacks up. And like, you know what? I appreciate you, girl, for locking them snacks up. So we overall got along pretty well. She was very clean. She kept the room neat or whatever, but she would like to have guys over. And so freshman year in college, I was totally like not about the guys. I was all into my books. You know, I really wanted to graduate college with honors, and I did. I graduated cum laude from college. My GPA was a 3.2. You know, I was on scholarships, so keeping my grades up was super important to me. But my roommate will always have like guys over. Every time I turned around, like there was this guy in the room, and just being in this small square footage, it was just annoying to come home thinking you're about to watch TV, do some homework, and there's like a guy in there, okay? I remember the one and only time that I had the flu. It was god awful. I'm talking about, I felt like I was gonna die. My mom had to come pick me up from college and take me to patient first, and in the patient first office we're checking in, and I like fainted. That's how sick I was, okay? And so I knew my roommate was sick, but I thought maybe she had like a cough, a cold, or something. This chick had the flu, okay?
So now we're going to be applying the floral design to the top of the table. First, you have to start by applying your polyacrylic, and this is a top coat. I have it in a matte finish because I don't want the table's finish to be shiny at all. So after we apply this layer of top coat, we just want to allow it to dry for about 10 to 20 minutes. Once it's dry, now we can apply our transfer. The transfer I'm going to be using today is by Prima Redesign. It's this beautiful rose pattern. It has a little bit of French words at the top with like this ornate frame detailing. You can get this transfer from Amazon. It is linked in the description box on my affiliate store. So now we just take the stick that's provided in the canister, and we're just going to rub on this flower design. It's really as simple as that. When rubbing, you just want to make sure that everything is flat first before you start applying pressure, because if it's not flat, you can get bubbles, and that just kind of ruins the design.
With the boys and even with the flu, me and my roommate were cool, okay? We didn't have any issues with each other until I met a girl named, became like one of my closest friends. She's like the quirky black girl from Northern Virginia. She listens to like white girl music, for lack of a better term. It was just like, I never seen a black girl listen to the type of music that she listened to. And so she listened to like Avril Lavigne and like stuff that I had never really heard of and whatever. And so she was just really cool, fun, and quirky. And basically like my roommate hung with her roommates, if that makes sense. And I hung with one of her suite mates. So our suite was like 6 people with 2 bathrooms and a living room, okay? So it was weird. Like I hung with this one girl that I used to work with at a clothing store called Jimmy Jazz, and then come to find out she lived in the suite with me and a bunch of other girls that were friends with my roommate. So anyway, long story short, one hang out in the room with me, okay? Or she would come get me like, hey, let's go to the cafe and go to dinner, or let's go to lunch, or you know, she would just stop by and then we'd be on our way to somewhere. So one day, and I used to always leave the door unlocked, okay? The suite door would be like open, and then our room door would be open, because my thought process was like, who's gonna break in our suite and steal stuff, okay? Like, you never know if 1 out of 6 people is going to be there, or all 6 people are going to be there. Like, why would anybody break into somebody's suite and into somebody's room specifically and steal things, okay? So I was very naive in that fact. So what ended up happening is that he apparently came into the room, stole my roommate's earrings, and then was wearing them around campus. Somebody seen him wearing the earrings and told my roommate. So my roommate was like, hey, your friend stole my earrings. And I was like, what? Would not wear no bamboo gold hoop earrings. And they were like heart-shaped gold, and my roommate's grandma used to like spoil her to death, so they were definitely real gold. And she was like, somebody seen her wearing them and told me, you know. And I was just like, she would not steal your earrings. Like, why would you blame that on her? Y'all are always picking on this girl. And they literally were always picking on her. Like, nobody really liked her.
So now I'm just taking my electric sander and kind of distressing the table a little bit. I like to distress items because when I'm moving them, I often like bump them and mess the paint up. So I find that if I just do a not so perfect finish from the beginning, that it not only adds character to the piece, but I don't have to be so precise and perfect with the paint job. I try to be super random with distressing and try to make it look like it just kind of happened over time. I don't really like a manufactured distress look. When I'm distressing, I really just try to think about which areas of the furniture would get where, because that's the whole point of distressing. You want to look like these things happen to it over time.
So I took Ni's side because I was just like, why are they picking on her? That is so messed up, you know? I took her side, guys. So basically that pretty much ended my friendship with that entire group of girls, okay? And so the next school year, she decided that she was gonna go up to Richmond and go to Virginia Commonwealth University. So now I'm at Norfolk State by myself the following year with 0 friends because all of those friendships have been ruined with this earring situation. So eventually my roommate got her earrings back. She said they just showed up in the room one day. Let's fast forward through college or whatever. Tiffany gets into a situation with her mom. This is like maybe, this is a year after we graduate from college. She gets in a situation with her mom. Her mom throws her out middle of the night. I drove almost 3.5 hours to go pick her up from Northern Virginia. I was like, listen, you can stay with me, you know, until things cool down with your mom. Things never cooled back down with her mom. She ended up having to live with me for several months. Confesses stealing these earrings. And like, I was literally so pissed off. I was like, are you effing serious? I had really great friendships with these other girls, and like, I defended you, I took your side, like I stood up for you. I thought they were picking on you, and come to find out the whole time you done stole these earrings.
So last up, guys, we're just going to be sealing our top with polyacrylic, and again I'm using the matte finish, and you just want to apply it very liberally all over the top. This is going to protect not only the paint but also the transfer. You know, this table could be used for so many different things. You could put plants on top of it. It could be even a table that you pull up next to the couch when you want to eat something. It could be an end table, a nightstand. So it can definitely have a lot of wear and tear on it, especially if someone was using it for like cold drinks. So our top coat is just really going to not only protect the paint but also the design. I did not seal the bottom of the table because again, no one will be touching it, and it's already roughed and distressed, so it's fine.
Guys, it just really put things into perspective for me, and it just was like, wow, like I just thought back to college, and I couldn't believe that this girl had lied like that, you know? So anyway, needless to say, me and her are no longer friends. I already made a story time video on this channel. You can go check it out, and you'll hear the story about why her and I stopped being friends, okay? So yeah, I know like all my story times lately have been about my whack friendships with women, but don't worry, I have some great story times about great friends of mine coming up, okay? So anyway, just like I said, this table I got from a guy who worked at my college, Norfolk State University, and it just brought back memories for me. So I wanted to share that story time with you guys. And basically the moral of the story is like, I don't even have a moral of the story, because sometimes people are just going to lie to you, okay? They're gonna lie, and it sucks and it's unfortunate, but people's true colors always come out at the end of the day, I guess, no matter how long it takes for you to see that person for who they truly are. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I linked the chalk powder and the polyacrylic and some of the other materials used on this project on my Amazon store. So click down in the description box to head over there and you can buy those things for yourself. And good luck with your furniture sales, and I'll see you guys in the next video.